Ooh, okay. So I'm just thrown off now. You just threw me off now with that. You just threw me off with that. But yeah, you are, a hit maker, you're a businessman, you're really like a connoisseur when it comes to the music for
Yep.
sure. So I mean, first off, we gotta know, where you're from a little bit, give us a little background.
All right, so it's kind of a tale of two cities. I actually was born in North Chicago, Illinois. Around high school time, late eighth grade, moved to Zion, Illinois. So I am a ZB. So that is where I went to high school. And grew up in the Lake County area. If anybody knows me, John McBride at the Ebenezer Baptist Church is my father. So grew up in the church, so that's kind of what helped with the music background a little bit. And then I really got my start in business. So I was always good at business in high school. We had this one teacher, Katrina Anderson, who taught me everything I knew and how to be an entrepreneur, and even Darnell Rios, how to really push and drive towards something you're passionate about. Because I know it's hard sometimes to push towards your passion, especially when nobody's there supporting you,
Yeah.
and you have to do it by yourself. Man, it's like lonely nights. And then over time you start to meet people that are kind of like you, and you can move with them. But that's just a small little background. Start off in North Chicago, then move to Zion.
Yes.
Zion kids is weird, y'all. Soft.
Ooh. You know what? I Zion just ain't for me. It's no shade.
I feel you.
No shade. I'm Walktown Bulldog baby.
Nah, no, not Waukee.
All day, Bulldog baby. Might as well. But no, that's dope. Shout out to the home team and the people that influenced you. Obviously, those are people that, really did leave an impression on you.
No, for real, for real.
Nice. Okay, now I gotta know, growing up, what did you want to be as a child?
Ooh, growing up, what did I want to be? I think I wanted to be a lawyer because I love arguing people.
Oh, I could see that.
I love debating. I love it really comes from want to understand another person's perspective. But what I like to do, kind of give people insight. If I feel like you spitting me bullshit, I'm gonna test your head every time. You may be right, but I want to know, do you understand why you're right? Because I always feel like when people bring information to people, make sure you know what you're talking about. Because I feel like us as Black people, the reason why we're so behind is disinformation and not knowing the full story. We get some of the small context and not knowing the reason behind things, why we need to do this and why we do these other things. Where I feel like some cultures have a little bit of a head start against us, where we not really trying to obtain that information hurts us, because we got a lot of people that can tell you, hey, go do this or that. Why? It's like, well, such and such is doing it. It seems like it's working. No, how does that relate to me? How can I build the community and stuff like that? So that's one reason why I always test people when they bring information, because one, I want to make sure anything that goes out to our community is vetted first.
Thanks. Absolutely. See, now you're getting deep with it, and you're absolutely right. As a whole, Black people, we have a bad history of getting misinformation,
Right.
and just doing things because we're told without understanding why we need to do them.
Exactly.
Like, that's deep.
Mhm.
Okay, that's deep. That's deep. So, how did you get into music? Like growing up, what were some things that really drew you to music?
All right, I'm gonna give you guys the harsh reality of the story behind it. It actually started with me trolling music. If anybody knows AMK, Devin Roberts, me and him were roommates. And I was there the day he decided to rap. And jokingly, I was like, I'll make you beats. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Okay.
So it first started off, me and him made this beat. It was called Walking in It. And it had a harmonica. It sounded like some bullshit country, like jingle type shit. But you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought that harmonica was the hardest shit ever in there. Then I took it to my cousin Adam Gray, because I'm thinking, all right, let me show people what I can do. I'm good at everything. I'm gonna do this one time. And he was like, "You trash. You are garbage." And I've been stuck doing it ever since, because I got this whole thing like, you're not gonna tell me I'm trash. I'm gonna be the best person at this. And I think what made me fall in love with music, I've always been very passionate about business and the business side of everything. And I felt like the artists I was engaging with didn't take the business side as serious as I thought they were. And that also came from me not fully understanding and knowing them. But how do you operationalize something? Yeah, you're performing shows, you're putting songs on SoundCloud. But one thing I always have fear for any creative, if you don't try to figure out a way to make money, the moment you start feeling jaded from the thing because it's not making you any money, you're gonna quit, hands down, because the money's not coming in, it's going out faster than it is. And I was like, that's something I can bring to the music game. All right, let's bring structure. Let's work with this person. Let's work with that person. Let's get on this platform. Okay, Spotify. How do you pick out who to pick and who to recommend? Learning about the algorithms and things like that. So what really got me deep into music is I saw a need for the business side of it, and I want to be that person to fill that need. And then I've always been obsessed with L.A. Reid and Babyface, two of my
Nice.
favorite people of all time. And I want to run my own record label because I feel like black music has lost its identity.
Mm.
So I want to help bring it back
Mm.
because I feel like too many times we force ourselves to meet them where they're at. We're just trying to get them to meet us where we're at and really have that identity of this is what soul music is. This is what R&B is. We all, and I really want that for us as African Americans because, yes, I know we tried to attach to our African lineage, but we are so far removed from that we do have culture that we built here that we need
Yes.
to bring back in, showcase and highlight.
Yes. I love that. Yes.
And a little something.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this shit over. Take it over.
Oh, for real, for
I
real.
love that. And you're not wrong, man. I mean, the music game is vicious in itself as it is. And as a black person, I do feel like there is a lack of representation as far as continuing to push our culture in music. We always are getting, stuff taken from us from other
Right.
TikTokers and just, the top 5 TikTok earners, I think, are like all white. And they all are on because of they've stolen stuff from black
Exactly.
TikTokers, So I do appreciate you wanting to like make a difference, in music on that side because we do need people that actually genuinely want to see us be represented.
Exactly.
Like that matters for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, who was your favorite artist growing up?
Favorite artist growing up? It's two. So two different genres. Huge Kanye fan. I understand
Only
Kanye
right.
says
Only
certain
right.
things crazy. He don't do no wrong in my eyes. R&B wise, growing up, eventually turned to Babyface, but Mariah Carey.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
Huge crush on Mariah Carey.
Yes.
Before I knew better.
Oh, okay. Don't come at Mariah now. What that mean?
Look, we're not gonna get into deep. Once I got older and learned about the beauty of black women, Mariah Carey
Oh yeah,
started
yeah.
weighing down a little bit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But no.
It's something about having somebody that can fight for you, right?
Mm.
And it's just my personal opinion. I think that's the beauty of a black woman. There's certain situations that you go through, rather whatever race you are as a man, having that person. Oh, you even on some funny shit. Me and Tay joke about this all the time. Oh, you get your if they get your man's order wrong, y'all
It's up and stuck.
And I think you need you need that because as a man, you always want to know, hey, somebody's in my corner. Because sometimes even for mental health for us as men, it's hard because we never say it. But the reason why we try to pick the women that we do because we want a partner in this because we know it's lonely for us. We don't say it verbally, but that's what we're truly looking for is that companionship. So when we're down, somebody just knows to say it's all right.
Yes.
Even though we gonna lie, we like, oh, everything's all right. But in the grand scheme of things, nah.
Okay, we just been needing somebody there. You been needing somebody there. Shout out to the black women for doing the damn thing. Always. But all women are beautiful, All women.
No, most definitely.
All women are beautiful for sure.
I gotta what I identify with.
So definitely Mariah Carey. That's a good selection. So I mean, you didn't listen to like a lot of rap growing up?
No. So growing up in a Christian household, my parents were big into rap. So we used to. I remember when we had MP3s. Kind of date myself.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get music off of Walmart.com because it was edited.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first rap CD I ever heard, and also one of my favorite artists, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Hey, yep. That's a classic album, though.
Mm-hmm. Like, even on some weird stuff. Like, I remember the first time my mom was going to let us buy our own CDs. Any CD we want. I was so scared I bought the Digimon CD. Because, like, hey, I want to be seen as the good child. My brother got a, hey, we all come from something. I was like, hey, look, I don't listen to rap music. I've listened to something that's a little bit wholesome. But hey, they had a song called by Smash Mouth, like, hey, now get your game on.
Yeah, that All-Star song.
Yeah,
that is it.
And trust me, black people don't get started. We all got that one song we know. Some of y'all listen to the Gorillas or the Weezers or something like that, and or Paramore that I've learned about a lot of people lately.
That was a classic time.
Mm-hmm.
That was classic time.
All the 2000s.
You're right. Okay, I got a few white favorites.
Yeah.
I got a few white favorites.
What are your few white
I got a
favorites?
few white. Oh, I used to love Avril Lavigne.
You seem like a Robin Thicke person.
I do like Robin Thicke still now too. But he do still more, you know, he don't have the white sound. He has still the R&B sound.
Watch out, brothers. He might take her from y'all.
I'm just saying, Robin and Robin. Work out.
Pull her card if it happens.
That work out. And I used to love damn.
And she like people champagne color.
I like Shania Twain too.
Oh yeah.
She's fire.
Yep.
So when I be in my mode, I would definitely throw on some Shania Twain. I'm a little cultured.
My favorite one, Bobby Caldwell.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
When he called me off guard, I went back and listened to his whole catalog.
Like this nigga don't miss. No, for real. Fire for sure. Okay. So how did you get into wanting to create, you know, your own like music platform? What was the moment for you where you was like, man, I need to just do my own label. Like I need to do that.
Okay. It first started off, I really don't like joining things. Because I feel like when you start something, you get to really understand what it does. Mm-hmm. Then I'll be more inclined to join something, because if I can't get the grasp of this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing, it's hard for me to fully connect with it. So that was really why I wanted to start. So I know, like, okay, if we ever did get to a major, I know everything to look out for, because we've already been through this process, and no one can hit you with like, hey, here's a deal, and you think it's good because you've never went through the process before. So if everybody thinks when they first start, you may not think a lawyer is important. You may not think of, I need contracts, what are split sheets, producer agreements, and things like that. So I wanted to go through a process so that when we did get there, we understand how it works. And then I just fell in love with it. So that's why I stick with it, because I like it, because I feel like you can change people's lives on two fronts. These are artists that work hard every single day, especially the artists that I have on my camp: JP The Truth, Bass Dragon, Tay Mystique. And I feel like trying to help them get something that can help them get financial freedom through it, so they can do what they truly love, and show them that there's an open door, is what makes me want to do this like every day. So it's almost like that community service piece to it. Nice. And then also helping connect people with other creative people. And I also saw it as my ultimate goal of this is I want to build a conglomerate where some young black boy can walk into a building and say, this was started by us, and can dream bigger. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't have to see it as I have to be the rapper or the singer. I can be the executive and get all this. I can be the podcast host and get to this level. But I think that's what we're doing, something special around here in Lake County with all the entrepreneurs that are growing up, and we're all starting to connect now to where we can build that future and show that there aren't just two doors. You don't have to go to the league or play ball. Hey, the music thing didn't work out. I wish I could sing. But I was like, hey, I can do things from the background and still be with music, still be with something that I love. So how can I shape that and get the knowledge in order to be in that space?
Yes, absolutely. That's so beautiful. You practiced these answers, didn't you?
No practice.
He practiced, Tay.
Hey, that would mean she gave me the questions beforehand.
No, but that's dope. I really love that. I love how you really like think about the bigger picture and really try to give people or anybody an opportunity to be involved on so many different levels. Like, everybody's not meant to be the front man. You know, right. Everybody's not meant to necessarily be that person on stage. But right, somebody booked that person for the stage. Somebody, you know, booked them to get there. Like, there's so many different levels that do matter. So I love that you see, you know, the whole picture.
Yeah, and to just give people an analogy, think of it like this. And this is just how we operate at INGEN and why we're called INGEN. Somebody's got to be the Mercedes logo. Somebody has to be the bodywork around it. That car ain't going nowhere without no engine. But even the engine's made of multiple components, the pistons and things like that, and all those pieces have to work together. And that's what we're about, putting all the right pieces together so that the car moves. So to use Tay Mystique as the answer is, she is that Mercedes-Benz. She's the car everybody's going to see. Let it have a bad engine, though. It's going to look real good, but it's going to be stuck in like a parking lot. And that's where we help each other, and we make sure that all the right components are in there, and then we move forward. And also the biggest piece that I like to let artists know that we got gas. We can keep going. We don't have to give up. We don't have to give up now. Yeah, the journey seems long, but when you've got enough of the right pieces in the car, you can go as far as you want.
Yes. INGEN music. Okay. Vroom vroom. Vroom, vroom. So how would you define then, the overall sound of engine music? Is it just diverse? Is it specific genres you focus on or what?
So it's more heartfelt from the music we made. I feel like there's a piece of the artist that they put in all their music. If you listen to it just from the sound of it, there's different genres we do where you got bass dragon that's going into more hyper pop, more of the literally bringing rock back, which I love because I think we do need more African Americans in that space because we can play there as well. You got Tay Mystique that is the R&B. Then we got Mr. Blue Eye Soul himself, JP the Truth. But if you listen to all the music, they're telling their stories and they're trying to connect with people and say, hey, I know what you've been through. Let me put this in music form so that we can share these stories and these stories can be shared throughout time and we can connect with these on like a deeper level versus what's the most cookie cutter thing I can make.
Mm-hmm.
And not trying to come at a lot of people. Sometimes some artists try to default to this is what's hot now, so this is what I'm going to make versus what I try to get my artists to do is what do you feel? Make that because when you perform it, people are going to feel it. When you got to go and promote it and push that song, you're going to feel it. If it's a record you just said, oh, I made that trolling, really don't care about it, it's not going to mean nothing to you, then it's not going to mean nothing to anybody else.
Yes, absolutely. And we should be having heartfelt music.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you feeling about the whole viral sensation and the TikTok songs? And how do you feel about that being, in music?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a place for it because I think what people have to also remember, music is a business as well as itself, but don't get discouraged by it. I know a lot of artists get discouraged when they see people like the Island Boys, the Microwave Mills. They're here today and gone tomorrow type of. We've all been through trendy artists that popped up. Remember when we went through all those crank debts?
Yes.
We're all those artists now. And the thing is, all artists really need to focus on, don't focus on those, work on your craft and find your peers and your contemporaries that you can work with, that you can continue to grow. And you're going to get the longevity in this game. Like, no one realized, like, Anita Baker's still performing. We don't hear about her every day, but she's still doing it. Janet still performing.
Yep.
We still got people from Boys to Men performing. We've got New Edition still performing. You want to be that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the person that's their face is popping up everywhere because usually they're probably in some 360 deal where they're breaking their back, not making any money no time soon. They probably won't make nothing until another 5 years from now. But you want to be like the current example, Jasmine Sullivan, put in all that time and won the award, won the Grammy for Best R&B Artist, and didn't run promo like everybody else. A lot of people probably would have picked Summer Walker over her. But it's the way she went about it that made her win. And she made an album. She said, hey, I made an album about me in my 20s. And everybody connected with it. So I'm never too worried about the viral sensations because honestly, what we all also have to look at it is we as people made it viral.
Okay.
So part of it is we liked it.
Yeah.
We may not say, hey, we want a whole song like we had that song, Why You Always Lying. We liked it for this little time period, but let those people have their flowers. Hopefully they continue to make music and do it further. But if not, hey, here today, gone tomorrow.
Thanks. Okay, nice. Now, do you have like a favorite time period of music? If you
90s.
had to 90s?
90s.
Why? Why the 90s?
I feel like, I'm feeling get like Sappy. I feel like if you give it, I'll give it the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, but specifically the 90s because I think this was the height of it, where men showed more emotion in the music. You got songs like Uncle Sam talking about.
Very true.
He made a whole song about getting cheated on. You got Carl Thomas talking about, man, I wish I never met her. And he talked about being with another man's wife. Like, she wasn't even his to begin with, but hey, he still feels some type of way. You got Jaheim talking about, man, he wish he would have put her first, or even men just be in love with women. You got Kitty Lattimore, Never Too Busy. Boys to Men with all their ballads. You even had niggas like Case and Jagged Edge dressing with a little bit more age, but still showing care and love to their women. And I feel like we need to get back to that. And that's why I think I love those eras over any other music, because I think in the 2000s, I think we let rap take over R&B a little bit too much, and the rappers and auto-tune let them start singing, and we lost a piece of music that is now starting to come back, but we got to make sure we don't lose it again.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think too, in the 90s, the music was just a lot more simple, like straight to the point.
Right.
Like we do have a lot of glitz and glamour going on right now, and things right to change your voice and all these other things on the track versus just the lyrics and the melody or whatever the song is about. Like, it's definitely a lot of distractions.
Right. Because they not feeling the music no more. Somebody says I need to write a song to make a pop sensation that everybody can like versus who you trying to touch with that song? Like, who is the core audience to? Well, I don't know, like this group here. No, let's get back to like making like real music and people that you identify with. Because I think the best music people make is I'm so and so from Wisconsin, and here's how the women around me feel, and I make that music. We gotta be like, oh, that's how Wisconsin women get down. Okay, we get to learn about them. Versus, I feel like every man, every woman is telling the Atlanta story. But that may not be where you grew up from. I want to hear where you from.
Right.
I want to hear how things get down where you're at.
Right. Okay, facts. I like that. Okay. I'm just thinking. I mean, yeah, I feel like when you have like timeless music, it's able to reach everybody in whatever situation or whatever it is that you're going through. Like, it's just timeless. So right now, do you feel like there's anybody in music right now that is making timeless music?
Making timeless music. If I had to pick someone I think is making timeless music, I'm going to say, there's this artist out of the UK named Nail. Okay. I think the sound she's making, she's getting ready to make some timeless music. I believe Lucky Day is on the verge of getting to that level, especially with the people that he's working with. And wait till her catches what she really wants to do. I feel like once she gets comfortable within herself, all bets are off. I think she can really bring the soul back to music, especially with that record she came out with, Best Part. I think she really found something there. And I think they try to over commercialize her on her last project. And I can hear some songs that sounded her.
Yeah.
But if she sticks to her core, yeah.
Nice. Her definitely. She definitely came in swinging. I remember when she first performed like at Big Jam, and they rushed her off. Like, she went over her time, and they were telling her to get off the stage. And like, that was when she was, dropping her stuff and her singles, and like, it was very still underground. But when I saw her and I saw the hair, I was like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Right. She's here. She's something like, this is crazy. And I couldn't believe that they were like getting her off the stage like that. I was like, y'all know who this is? But that was way back when. I was like 6 years ago or some shit, or 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know. It was a while ago, but like, her music then is still like timeless right now, and she's still so prevalent, like in that box, like
exactly.
Facts.
And then she's a multi-instrumentalist. You're able to get Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Wonder in one concert. She get there on the piano, play a nice tune, a guitar, and I feel like once the world fully opens back up, where we're all going back to concerts and things more regularly, I think that's when she'll take that next leap, because I think her live is going to be what makes everybody attracted to her.
Yeah, for sure. I love Snow Allegra too.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's somebody that is really making some timeless ass music right now.
Yeah, I wish Snow Allegra did get more push. That's probably why she didn't come to the forefront of my head, because Snow Allegra is definitely making some like nice music. And also Sabrina Claudio.
Yeah.
Even though she did say some things.
Okay, I was going to say.
Hey, if we forgave Doja Cat, let's forgive everybody. We can't pick and choose.
Another one is Cleo Soul.
Yeah.
So nice. If you ever tune in, I would love to interview you. I'll be stalking her on Instagram.
Cleo's so nice.
But she is
the UK running R&B.
Yeah, like it's just, and I don't know. I'm not a super big rap person anymore, even though I do listen to a lot of rap because of the artists that I have on my show. So I do try to stay up to date. But I love R&B and songwriting. Right. I feel like you can tell when somebody really wrote that shit. Like when you hear it, you know they wrote that shit.
Yeah, because you feel the emotion into it, and it's telling the story. Because that's what music was supposed to be all about. It's rather telling history or telling the story where people can connect. And even rap used to have it. I think we're just getting one story all the time, and that's what's making it not feel authentic anymore. Like, we need the songs for the streets. We need their voices. Not everybody lives that life. We need more than one. We need more than just 2 J. Coles and Kendricks.
Right.
We need more of that lane. We even need, if some kids playing RuneScape and Minecraft and they got rappers they need more of that. And we just need to see more diversity. And then I think that would heal rap, where it's all about, hey, I'm gonna kill this person. I got the best shit in the hood type of deal where it's like let the people who really identify that and that's
Mhm.
where they grew up do that. If you faking it, just do what's true. Just do what's true to you.
Facts.
You may see quick money in it, but no, those people are doing those stories because they seen some shit
Mhm.
growing up and they identify that. And if I was them, I wouldn't want nobody coming in here faking it.
Facts. Absolutely. Now, how do you cater to each of your artists' different sounds? How do you make sure that you're able to, emphasize each of their own individuality?
Yeah, I try to as a producer, I try to live and breathe who they are and understand even the music they listen to. So JP, for instance, what you listen to, JP, he'll send me all a bunch of John Mayer songs. So I'm like, okay, that's the production I need to give him, but I can put my own type of flavor onto it where it's okay, maybe a little bit indie pop type of drums on it, or maybe more trap or R&B type of drum, but it still has that John Mayer feel, so it still feels like JP. And then he can highlight himself as an artist. Then even say, hey, what have you been listening to lately? Oh, Kaylani? All right, I know to do a Kaylani record. Oh, you listen to ballads? I know to do ballads. Hey, bass, what do you identify with? He's like, man, this hyper power sounds digital and things like that. And a part of it is I go and listen to their music. And I'll listen to it for a week straight because I need to be a part of it and understand, okay, what makes this sound good? What's the best of these records? And when I'm able to catch a vibe to it, then I can make the beats and instrumentals and send it to them, but also put my own identity on it as well.
Nice. And that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you cater to everybody's specific sound, like that's hard to do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and that's why I'm also, hey, this is little I guess help wanted. Also looking for people to help me with those spaces because naturally R&B is like my home, so I can easily make like R&B, and I do see myself doing that more like long term.
Mm-hmm.
But I love to work with other people who say, hey, I love making hyper pop. Let's work together and we can build a community because I don't want to be a jack of all trades. Okay. I don't want to do everything. I'm going to have knowledge on how to do those things, but I'm not one of those person that's got to steer the ship, make sure the sales are up and everything like that. I feel like, hey, put everybody in their right roles where they feel comfortable and happy, and we all can do this thing together.
Thanks. Okay, nice. And help is always good.
Right.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. I collaborate with a lot of people. So I feel the importance of having a team because it's hard doing that shit by yourself.
Oh, definitely.
Like it's hard as fuck doing that shit by yourself.
Like if anybody ever like does any type of study, and there's this book called Sign Yourself. It's about how the record labels work and how you can do it yourself. You look at half the stuff you have to do in there. I don't know if you're an artist and you're trying to run this music game by yourself, you're probably doubling the time is necessary to do this. I would say build a small team, someone that can do the management pieces for you.
Yeah.
Just to get somebody that really fucks with you, get them the books and the knowledge to help them learn about those things so that they can help on that side. They get another person to help with like the PR marketing because trying to do that all as one person, very, very difficult. Almost, I would even say impossible.
Okay.
And I tried it for a year.
Oh.
And it was even certain things that we were like overlooking. And now that we've like reached out and got help, man, we've been able to like accelerate. And people are able to, okay, focus on this. They'll get funding for this. All right. The marketing and promotion and branding is being handled over here versus one singular person. All right, I can go focus on something else. Oh, the artist gets to focus on just songwriting. And they've got to focus on, I just released a single. Now I got to promote it. Wait a minute, this single's not doing well. Man, I might need to release another record. Or do I give it another 2 weeks to see how it does? Doing that as one person.
Right. That's too much. Yeah, for sure.
Imagine McDonald's run by one person.
Right. I mean, the ice cream machine would probably still be broke.
Oh, they'll tell you everything's broke. All you would get is chicken nuggets and fries because they could just drop it.
Broke. Facts. Absolutely. You need to have all of that to make sure because it's hard when you're an artist, and I think a lot of artists overlook that as far as like budgeting and just like having different people that are expertise in certain things. Like you think but you really don't. Somebody else that's been studying it would be able to really.
And even so, like I would say, hey, if you're an artist, get your part-time job, get your full-time job, so that you can fund these things. And if you can't fund the people, you find people in your community that you can empower and teach them those skills, because you don't know how helpful it could be if you teach the young homie how to do advertising. He might be doing that for you for free right now, But in 2 years, he can be getting paid by everyone because now he's then picked up a new skill
Yeah.
that he didn't have before. You teach somebody how to pick up a camera, how to use it. Yeah, y'all quality probably is not going to be that good in the end. But I feel like people should try to avoid as many various excuses because time we never get back. So do what you can. Even if our phones take great videos these days.
Right.
Even if it's just a one shot video, you have to
Right.
do what you can in the meantime. Because one thing I guess I'll drop a gem to artists, not having any money is not an excuse. There's so many things you can do for free to get your music out there. You're able to upload your music for $20 on DistroKid. If you can't make $20 in a week, you as a person, there's something wrong. Like you can't ask somebody for $20. All your music is up there. Then record music. It's people recording songs on their phone and upload it on SoundCloud.
Steve Lacy. Okay.
Do what you can. Yeah, you say, hey, I don't have the quality, but what you do is you get that practice and those reps in, and then you get other people to help you along the journey. All right, there's a kid, he's interested in engineering. You let him engineer your tracks. The next thing you know, you might get on and your whole team is already built.
Yeah.
And it's all internal, so you guys cut each other deals, then y'all can start charging everybody else an arm and a leg.
Exactly.
Because now you got your own little business and stuff like that.
Facts. Absolutely. And y'all don't sleep on keeping those connections too once you make them.
Right.
Don't burn bridges. That is one of the big things I would say as far as, media,
Right.
music. Like, do not burn these bridges. People do questionable things sometimes, or they maneuver in certain ways that they may feel is beneficial to them at that moment. But if they've never done anything directly to you to burn that bridge, you better use that connect until it's up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Use that connection until it's gone, because you never know what's going to happen, where they're going to land.
Yeah, even the artists, stop taking everything personal, because sometimes when people do things, it's not directly as an attack to you. Understand why they're doing it. And it may just be like, hey, this is how they move in order to move their business. See how maybe you can apply it to yours. Or if it's not like that, you want to move in, just gracefully move away. Because one thing I've always learned in business is you never want to burn bridges, because you never know where people are going to end up.
Exactly.
Because let's say y'all like, you know what, forget Robin. We don't care where she goes. Next thing you know, she on Complex. And your music comes across her desk and it's got to be reviewed.
Get that shit out of here. No, I'm just playing.
And you didn't even know you just got hit with a gatekeeper from something you did 20 years ago.
I'm just playing.
But no, that happens.
Yeah, it does though. It really does though. It really does. Shout out to Joyce J. That's my gang. Shout out to Drew Chicago. She does a lot of PR, and she was telling me about that as well. Like, people that now, we're doing a whole bunch of business with her don't want to work with her anymore, just because of her getting in certain rooms they can't get in. And it's like, if anything, this is the person you need to be keeping that connect with. You know what I'm saying? But it's fucked up that happens. But people burn those bridges, and now she's in a better position, and it's like you burnt up.
That's what people doing stupid stuff. How you know she's not putting the card in the door?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
And it's still open for you to walk through, and that's my biggest problem, that whole crab in a barrel thing.
Yeah.
And I really don't think that's just a black people thing. I think that's a class thing. I think poor people just want to see people stay poor. So what they do is they burn bridges because that's comfortable. Get used to being uncomfortable, because I always want to see somebody grow and watch them grow and invest in their growth, so that in my time of need, I hope that they come help me. I don't expect it. They don't owe me anything, but I do it in hopes that, okay, now it's my time to go into these doors. I need to take advantage of these opportunities. They're like, hey, Johnny was there. Boom, let's help him out.
Thanks. Absolutely. Now, what are some things that you have planned for INGEN Music for the summer? Like, what are some things we can expect in the summer?
So we're working on 2 great projects. Probably won't be out for the summer, but we've got some great singles that are releasing. JP's got one called Palm My Hand that's releasing. Tay Mystique's got one that's got untitled right now, but the title we have for it right now is Water. It'll probably have a different name by then, but some super smash hits. We got some really good news over the last week that's really going to help put us in a different position. So be looking to see us a lot more.
Yes.
Like we're really trying to do something, because my whole goal is I want to put this region on. I think for far too long we focus on putting people on.
Yeah. If
we bring the region on, I want A&Rs from New York, California to come here and check us out. And I think But what we're getting ready to do, we're going to bring in a lot of noise to see if we can get them to come out this way now.
Okay, absolutely. And you putting in that work. They putting in that work, y'all. Y'all need to know, okay? A lot of footwork is being put in, and I love to see that for sure. I love to see that.
Yeah, a lot of stuff behind the scenes because we got to get everything. We got to get everything prepared. Yeah, we don't know what we want to do with a lot of it, but I'm always one of those people of I'd rather have the stuff with me. So when we ready to do those actions, we ready to move. Oh, we can move.
Yeah,
it's worse to like, damn, the opportunities here. You ain't got nothing you need. Shout out to y'all. You let's say South by Southwest calls you don't have your EPK. Tune in with Robin E.
Get that.
So we trying to work on all those things, get all those things together because, man, you never know when that call happens.
Right. And you just want to be prepared. You just want to be prepared. I love it. Now, I've been grilling you, you know what I'm saying? Getting in your face, all in your space. Appreciate that.
Man, no problem.
So it's only right now, you know, that we do a little trivia. Y'all know I love trivia. Okay. He was over here prepping before we started the show because he was very nervous. But it's cool. It's all good. It's all good. Again, happy Juneteenth. Okay. Black people holiday. Love to see it. My boss said, enjoy the red velvet cake. That's what she said.
Wow.
Before we left the office. That's just been on my brain since then.
I don't like red velvet cake because it's trickery.
I don't like it, period, but you don't know what the hell I'm going to celebrate on Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just had to.
When red velvet tastes the way it looks, I'll be down with it. Don't give me chocolate and it's red.
But it's just like, don't do that. No shade to the white people, but you can just say happy Juneteenth and just keep it pushing. Like, that's cool. Like that's really okay. Like, it's already bad enough you're getting paid for the holiday as well. I wish that wasn't true, but whatever. So in honor of Juneteenth, I want you to name some of your favorite Black things. Okay. First and foremost, what is your favorite Black meal? We talking about sides, main piece. What's your favorite?
Favorite Black meal. I'm gonna make myself sound homeless. Salisbury steak, macaroni and cheese and dressing.
Okay, that ain't bad.
Salisbury steak's poor man's meal. I live a simple life.
Salisbury steak. Okay. Dressing. So homemade dressing or you box dressing?
Oh no, homemade dressing. No, I get the breadcrumbs, do all that jazz, chicken broth, put all that in there. I'll go to my grandma's house before I get out of a box.
All that jazz. Put that on there. All that jazz.
All of it. Don't skim on me.
Okay.
And I said dressing, not stuffing.
He's definitely said dressing. Okay.
Outside the turkey. Don't give me none of that dry shit you put in there.
None of that dry shit.
No.
See, but you can't eat everybody dressing.
Right.
That's a selective dish. That's
why I asked him how you make it. You don't say chicken broth, I'm not eating it.
That is a very selective dish. Like for sure. Okay, who is your favorite Black actress?
Black actress, Regina Hall.
Oh, you didn't waste no time. No. What's your favorite movie she's in?
Favorite movie, Death at a Funeral.
Oh, okay.
She's my secret wife.
Secret wife.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to her. I love her. Did you ever see that video when she made a song about turning 50?
Yep.
I love that. I watch that every year on her birthday.
I don't watch it because she's not 50 to me.
What age is she forever to you?
28.
28?
Yeah.
It's a good age to be.
Yeah.
It's a good age to be. Okay, who is your favorite Black actor?
Favorite Black actor? That's tough. Because it's so, you know what? I'm going to pick Denzel because what he does on the screen and off the screen.
Okay.
So I'm picking Denzel.
Okay. Favorite Denzel movie?
Ooh, favorite Denzel movie? Inside Man.
Okay.
Like Training Day is dope.
I knew you was gonna say don't even mention it. I was gonna say nobody mentioned it. Is
actually I lied. Okay, my actual favorite only because people say I look like him, which gets on my nerves. But Omar Epps, because The Wood is like my favorite movie.
Okay, Denzel wasn't in The Wood.
No, I'm saying my other favorite artist, Omar.
Oh, okay. Look, I was like, oh wait, is there?
No, he was a side character. You look on the
unrated
people.
scene. Okay. Facts. Shout out to Omar F. Shout out to The Wood. That's a classic.
Yeah. For
sure. That's one of those that you can watch like anytime that shit come on.
Almost definitely.
I love it. I thought that was how like middle school and shit was gonna be. Wasn't nothing like that though.
That was like in the 70s.
I know, but I still thought that's how it was gonna be like.
They didn't know what a CD player was.
I still thought that was gonna be like. Facts. Shout out to The Wood. Okay. What is your favorite Black holiday?
Favorite black holiday. All the ones they give us off at work. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, most definitely.
Why?
Only because I feel like, yes, I know it was started by like pilgrims, but if you think of the whole way it functions now, we took over that and changed the way like American culture even looks at like that holiday. We talking about big families, everybody bringing the dish, discussions, football, people
Okay.
like kicking it and things like that. And that's why that was one of my favorite black holidays because I just feel like that's the one time everyone like gets together and you just see culture in the room.
Mhm.
And I just think the whole idea behind it is just thankful because I feel like when we celebrate Thanksgiving after everything that happened, we got free from slavery. So us being thankful for a lot of things happened, and we just were so communal. So that's why I think that one like sticks out to me the most. Even though I know it has its bad like history, but for us as people, I love definitely getting together with my like family. And I feel like Thanksgiving outside of family reunions is the one time you get to see the legacy of your family.
That's true. We got to do better, y'all. We gotta do better about that. We gotta do better about that
Yeah, most definitely.
because we are the elders now, so we gotta be the ones
Hey,
to throw the shindigs.
I was watching this thing. This OG, I think it was on Jubilee, said this line that like hit me hard. And it's about our generation. He pretty much said we need to stop looking for leaders because the leaders of the past generation were our age when they were leaders. And
Yeah.
we are the new leaders.
Absolutely.
So even made me start moving different. It was like, oh man, so we got the ones that's got to like start running and operating things and make sure things are moving forward. And we all look around like, hey, who lead it? Who?
How do we get it done? Facts. And we take that serious. I take that very serious. Right. I have a lot of talks with my ancestors, so I take that very serious. What's your favorite black TV show?
Ooh, favorite black TV show. I'm gonna get you guys one. Afro Samurai.
Wow, I've only watched literally one episode of that.
Afro Samurai was like my favorite thing. It's only got 5 episodes, but what I liked about it was it's one of those shows that show you like even the Boondocks does it to a degree. We can make anything. Like a lot of people think, oh, you can't have black samurais or anything like that, and they said we can have black samurais and hip hop music in it, and have Samuel Jackson saying "damn" all the time, and still make something like great. Even with the Boondocks, it's kind of like anime style. So yeah, definitely Afro Samurai is my favorite black television show.
Nice. Shout out to Samuel. Timeless. That nigga's timeless. He's a true black treasure.
But if I want to give one that most people know, Family Matters.
Okay. Who's your favorite character?
Stefan Urkel.
Stefan.
Look that up, see if you guys know who that is.
What, Stefan? It was still Urkel.
Right.
Oh.
But it's a particular episode. So the reason why that I said Stefan Urkel, I had crooked teeth when I was a kid. Super shy. So when I saw that episode, he drunk that cool juice.
Yeah.
And that Babyface song came on. This is the code for you. And he was hitting that step with that white suit. I was like, that is what I want to be. Hands down. And that's why Stefan Urkel would be my favorite character outside of Marcus Graham from Boomerang.
Okay. Yes, Marcus. I love Boomerang. That's one of my favorite black movies. That's up there.
Little sign that when I was trying to teach myself how to be cool, I watched that movie 20 times over the course of 10 days.
You was teaching yourself how to be cool?
Oh, I was imitating him all the time.
What lessons did you take from the movie? Because he was kind of a fuck nigga, so I want to know how cool you thought you was following Marcus Graham.
It's all, my guys, it's all about the aesthetics. It's all about the aesthetics, the little things.
We don't want to hear that. Okay? We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. He was a fuck nigga a little bit.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
How was it? Who he treated wrong?
He was kind of a fuck nigga.
The only one he treated wrong was Holly.
Okay, that's still a fuck nigga.
That was one thing.
No, it was the whole ordeal. Is the fact that they was playing a role, then he left her to go be up under Jacqueline and tried to downplay that. And it was the fact that she was fucking with his friend first. He could have went and got another woman. Why would he have to go in that circle? Because he hurt his friend as well.
I won't say it.
Yeah.
I won't say
Think about that. Think about that.
Wherever a woman's heart is, just let her go. If it ain't with you, it's with your homie. Hey, take your L.
No, that was trash. That was some thirsty shit. He could have just went on about his way.
He was hurt.
No, he could have went on by his way. The way, like he went and got Shorty in the park with the dog, he could have went and got another one.
Was there a man that He said he didn't want the girl no more. She started talking to his friend. And he got upset when he seen him at the party. Wait a minute, what movie was that? Love Jones.
Yeah, and she was wrong for that.
No. How was she wrong?
Because why would you want to go and deal with somebody that's in your ex's, friend group? There's so many other people you could dabble with.
Hey, he was short crying. He was being her comforter.
No, and I'm not friend. She was wrong. Nina was wrong for that.
Look here, you put something on your front lawn, and somebody come picking it back up.
Gee, that says a lot about you as a person. You can't take yourself out of the equation and go find somebody else. You went and got somebody that's in the friend group of your ex. Clearly, there's something about him that reminds you of your ex to an extent. Y'all friends, they're friends.
We all gotta admit this whole love game is a weird thing. Like, full disclosure, I don't recommend people going after their homies, girls, and stuff like that. But I do understand that sometimes there's situations where people got chemistry. What do you do about that?
That's trash.
They seem like they together for 20 years.
It's trash. Can't relate.
Hey, y'all friends with Robbie, y'all stay away from her exes.
I'm just saying, that's just not, to me, that's just, yeah. That's
what's
trash.
the statute of limitation on exes? How long?
Well, for me, it would depend on how intimate me and the person were, me and my ex were. If that was somebody that I just fucked, I really don't care because I was just somebody I fucked. But if I was in a relationship, I brought them around you, you met them through me, it's off limits.
Forever?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's forever.
What if it's like 15 years later?
By that point, if they end up getting together, maybe me and Shorty ain't friends no more. I don't know. But it ain't happening. Real shit. Like, that's really whack to me. There's too many people in the world.
I give 5 years limitation. I think I'll be healed by then.
Sloppy.
How's that sloppy?
That's sloppy. Anyway. Look, anyway.
You probably ended up with something better at that point. You don't even
care. That's sloppy. But you're right. Maybe I'm in a whole relationship, whatever.
And they're a whole different person now. Maybe they finally got it together. They put, they don't stink no more. They finally washed themselves. They got a job.
They probably went and found somebody else. They in a different bracket now, so they probably wouldn't even want to be in the same circle anymore.
I feel that.
Y'all, it's a different day, y'all. Fuck nigga free summer. That's all I'm gonna say. Lastly, do you have a favorite Black author or poet?
Ooh, favorite Black author or poet. I could be childish to say Langston Hughes.
That's not childish.
I'm saying that because that's the only person I've ever listened to as far as like poetry.
Or author. I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Langston Hughes because I'm a huge Renaissance person as far as like his work and his writing. As far as like books, shout out to Mystique, she got me actually back into reading books. So that was something like being stereotypical. I was like, oh, well, I got to read a book for her. I'll just go watch a video, watch the movie. I can get all everything I need in that. But I'm finally getting back into my ways.
You need to read.
Yeah, reading is fundamental. Definitely.
A book, right. Reading is fundamental for sure.
If you're not reading, you lose all information. That's where people give all the sauce at is in books.
And literally, your comprehension is better if you actually read a book. If you're always reading things on your phone, you cannot comprehend things the same way because people can write whatever on the line, the language and the sentencing and the grammar and shit. So read a book.
I mean, got a point. Hey, how I start off Audible. Started with Audible, then transition back into reading the actual physical book.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what else do you dabble in, besides the music? What else do you do?
Yeah, so my actual job is I'm a global sales operations manager for a company called VideoJet. So what that entails is when you guys get any of these lovely cans, you've got like the barcodes. My company creates the printers that print that stuff on there.
Nice.
So I manage 26 different countries globally to help them sell our laser products and our inkjet products. So pretty much printers and stuff like that. So that's what I do on the day-to-day data analytics. I went to school at the University of Illinois Wesleyan, where I got my bachelor's degree. So yeah, I'm kind of a nerd. So that's why I can tell you guys about marketing because I've got the college. Yeah, then outside of that, yeah, that's what I do outside of music. Love Madden. Y'all want to play me in Madden? Come get your ass whooped, but I don't play for free. What else do I like? Movies. I love watching movies.
Okay.
Anything I get to, I don't even care if the movie corny. I'll watch it. And also, I'm a very opinionated. So you may love a movie, and I'll hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's that lawyer coming about you.
I don't like kiddish movies too. I like mine to be based, feel like it's real.
Okay, so what genres off limits that you don't like to watch?
Ooh, genres that are off limits that I will watch.
Besides kid movies.
I think I'll watch them. I'll watch them all. Like
Mm.
it's just more of like the feel of it. Like for instance, I don't like I like things that kind of have like a conflict and people are trying to go through these conflicts and figure out like how to resolve it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes their choices have consequences that they can't overwrite. Where I'm more of a like a life lessons type of person.
Okay. Okay.
But I love movies with plot twist.
Yeah.
Like it's not what you think it is. Stuff that can get my brain going where it's like, wait a minute. Then you got to go back and rewatch it and be like, wait, how did we get to this point?
Now, I have to get your expertise, before we head out on the new Drake album, y'all, okay? Drake dropped an album. I love Drake, for one. I love Drake. That was college. Him and Chief Keef, that was my world right there. But there's been a lot of mixed reviews on it. People are feeling, a certain way about it. I have some indifferences about it, but I don't hate the album. So what's your take on it?
I think the album is good and brilliantly put together. Here's where he went wrong. This is why artists you need to roll out. If he would have rolled this out and teased some of these records to us, it could have helped his fan base be prepared for it. But he just kind of dropped it so you put people in shock. So they may not even know that they like it yet, but what they were expecting was the last project you released, trap rap. So they expected, hey, we getting that same thing again. And this is why I think it's so important. Tease the record so that your fan base can be a part of it. And people that have a problem with the Drake record, remember the same guy that made Hotline Bling, One Dance, Controller. So he's been in that lane before. It's just now he's dedicated an album to being that way. But I wish he would have leveraged social media. He could have did a campaign around One Dance where you could have got people re-listening to that record. So when you listen to this album now, you're like, oh, I've heard Drake do this in the past, so this isn't as shocking. Because he's just an artist trying to go into a different lane. And I feel like when you're in music, you don't have a problem with what Drake does. But when you're a consumer, you're just like, I've come here for a reason and you haven't prepped me. It's like walking into McDonald's and they selling tacos.
Yeah.
Like, I want my number 5. Like, you ain't got it no more. But if they would have told you 2 weeks in advance, you'd be like, all right. I know if I go in there, I want tacos, I may try it out because I'm curious. Type of deal.
Do you feel like Drake is like somebody that makes classic music?
He used to. I think he's gotten away from it a bit. Because I think his Take Care, I feel like he had classic records on there. Nothing Was the Same. I think he had classic records on those. I think of late, like the last 2, Scorpion and Scary Hours, I don't think it's much classics on there. I think it's a lot of playing it safe. That's why I can appreciate this album, because I feel like this is the first time Drake tried to experiment. And that's why I'm a huge Kanye fan, and even recently have much respect for Beyonce, because it's tough to like, I want to bring a different sound, and I don't know for sure if people are going to like it.
Right.
Where you say, hey, I'm doing everything that everybody else is doing, I know they're going to like it, type of deal. But to experiment with your sound, even shout outs to Chloe Bailey and this experiment and she's doing with her sound, takes courage.
Thanks. Absolutely. I love Drake, and I feel as though he is trying to evolve and just, expand his artistry and reach those different types of charts and continue to be a global phenomenon. And the only way you can reach the masses is if you can cater to the masses,
right.
And
people got to remember recently he just did a publishing deal for like hundreds of millions of dollars. That's also how the music game works. So when you get those publishing deals, they also have records they're going to want him to perform.
Exactly.
So that's probably what this is a part of.
Exactly.
And watch. You're going to watch every HBO special is going to have those songs played because they're highly syncable. He's going to make way more money than people realize off of this project. I guarantee he'll make more money off this project than the other ones.
Facts. Big facts. Okay, you better let him know. John.
Easily.
You better let him know. So I have definitely enjoyed you being on Pillow Talk. We've been chopping it up for sure. You've been dropping a lot of gems.
Yeah, I try my best. I want to drop some knowledge on people.
Yeah, you drop a lot of gems. So what's like one main goal that you have for INGEN Music, in the future? What's something that you really want to accomplish?
Really want to accomplish. I want to get an office space in downtown Chicago.
Okay.
Like have an actual office in there that people can have meetings in and get things done.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'll mean something to have like your name somewhere. There's a building, there's a room you can go to, especially in downtown Chicago.
Thanks.
I don't want to do anything because I want us to be seen as like the other record labels and be seen in those like same lights and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge accomplishment of what I want to do.
And that's gonna happen. We speaking out to the universe. That's gonna happen
easily.
It's gonna be here before you know it, for sure.
As long as the rent cheap.
I mean, well, downtown, it might be, maybe not.
give us the discount.
You gonna have the bread. You gonna have the money for it. You gonna have the money for it.
We going back to selling crack. We gonna steal it.
You gonna have the money for it. So I do have your IG scrolling on the bottom of the screen, but is there anywhere else that you want for us to tap in with you?
Hey, go check us out on INGEN Music, INGEN music.com. Check out the artists, check out their music, check out Tay Mystique, check out JP the Truth, check out Bass Dragon. Shout outs to Machiavelli C, check out his music. I think Alan Wilder just dropped something, check him out. If you need beats, check out DJ Kens as well. That's one of my guys. Really, really dope with the sounds. Check out Troy Tyler. That's somebody I'm really interested in working with soon. So check him out. And who else can I give a shout out to? All you Great Lake County artists, keep doing what you're doing. Really, if y'all don't think nobody's watching you, somebody is. You're one step from your big break. Right there.
And y'all don't be afraid to hit him up for questions. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that has a lot of knowledge just about the music game and just ways that you can go as an artist. Sometimes you get, caught up in your own self and you don't know where to go, who to ask. This is a creative person that's going to give you the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and real knowledge, real numbers. Tap in with him, y'all. Like, tap in with him.
And yeah, if y'all ever want some more knowledge, tap in with Robin. I'll come back on here and I can answer any questions you guys have, and maybe we could do something official to just do a little Q&A or something like that, because she don't want to say it, but she's very knowledgeable herself as well.
You're the knowledgeable one. And thank you again for my bottle! Period! Y'all, this is so lit. So nice. This is like one of the nicest gifts I've gotten on the show in a very, very long time.
Yeah, you got to keep the box.
I will. This is dope. This just gave me some motivation to just do some extra shit.
Oh, hey, that's the hard work. You really helped us out. Like, seriously.
We get in lit tonight. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I appreciate you, Johnny, for coming on Pillow Talk Podcast. Like I said, you're always doing incredible things and so knowledgeable. So I definitely want to have you come back on, maybe drop some more knowledge for artists, because they would definitely appreciate it.
We'll do.
Facts.
Maybe we bring 106 and Park back and I start radio music.
Oh, and he ain't going to be light with it. Let me tell you.
Nah.
He ain't going to be light with it. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, shared, commented, man. Make sure that y'all subscribe to Pillow Talk Podcast. You already know, streaming on all major platforms. Sending love and light to everybody, man. Peace the fuck out.